Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. Obviously, as you can see today, we're going to just get started on the Honda Civic Type S that I'm sitting in. This is going to be our project car, and the Type R, as I mentioned in my previous video, is going to be the donor car. So what we're going to start off with is actually the classic old boot lid. So this one does have a bad boot lid. Can't really show it to you now, obviously how wet it is, but when I bought it, it was very wet. Hence it represented in the price. So what we're going to do is we're going to see where the leak comes from. Obviously I'm indoors, but we can still, use a watering can or something to make up the rain, and then see where we go from here. But I already have a sneaking suspicion where the leak is coming from. So just to show you guys, I don't know exactly where possibility is, but the seam here looks pretty bad. That's pretty much split open, to be completely honest. So I'm thinking maybe here. The other option is, of course, anywhere in between the boot itself, the boot lid itself. However, I'm not going to bother doing that because I'm going to switch up this boot lid straight with my Type R, as the Type R badge and everything is really good. Obviously, this is the interior. Other boot leaking points could be here, the lights. These are very common on both sides, of course, to go. And then if we have another look over here, oh, these are also leaking points that we have to test, I should say. This one doesn't look too bad if it wants to focus up. There we go. But that specific bit there looks pretty bad. I've already bought some stuff to clog it all up, but let's see where we go from here. First off, I'm going to start by removing all the trim pieces here. So, try and not get in the way, but it's practically impossible. Got one of the screws out. My dog is just confused to shit, so what the hell's going on? So you know, these are actual tabs, they're not just clips that fall out. So I've already done that on the other one, so that's come off nicely. Next thing is they're usually really rusted. So this bolt here, you probably can't see it, but if I just zoom in for a mo, you can probably see the rusting there. So that's pretty bad. But the other one, it's not too bad. So yeah, we're gonna continue and see how it goes. I'm gonna just for good measure get some good old WD-40 in. I highly doubt it's gonna work, but we shall see. There we go. That one's not seized. Let's try the other one. Oh, hey, look at that. None of them are snapped off. What you want to do with these is eventually just put them in. Sides, see if this now comes off. Here we go. One floor off. Next thing we're going to do is obviously remove the rest of the panels. I think it's just ripping it all apart, so let's see what it goes. That came out easier than I thought. What was that? There we go. Seatbelt screw, I presume it's going to be similar. Hello! Coming to help. There we go. Got this help. Hard to see now, obviously, with all this on, but it must be coming from this side because that's the most rusted bolt I've ever seen. Take the carpet off, that would help. It's just nasty. So you can't tell, but this is, despite the heat and everything, this is totally damp, as you can see. This side is just as damp. This looks like a plug and you can see water in it. You can see all the water now, especially here. So we got to figure out where this water is coming from, first of all. Might just have to do the same on the other side and take that out. I don't want to, but yeah, gonna have to do that and see. I mean, I don't see much corrosion in here, but we'll have to wait and see. So I'm gonna just remove the other side. Clips are hard. After some real struggles, I just had to really pull it out because this thing just got caught on something. Right, let me just take out this. Out. Quickly pour water all over it. Make an S, but here it goes. So, after quite literally just about to give up, found some water spots. So I don't know if you can see, but you have water here. Let me get my camera out. Got water running down here. Now I'm trying to see where it is. I did see a leak. Where was it? So you can see that's quite rusty, but there's no leak. But I did see a drop come right here. I don't even know where my finger's there. So something is leaking behind that, which could mean here. So we're going to have a look at that. So I think it's coming from here, but you know, just from the seam here, that's where it seems to be coming from. I've taken the lights out. There was a lot of gunk here, but the seam itself seems to be perfectly fine. The inside of here, oddly, you're not going to be able to see, it was wet as well, the inside here. So, and then obviously, as I showed you guys before, it's dripping in here. And I can't find anything on the other side, weirdly. Put some more water down. I can't see anything. There is a bit of a rust spot up here. There you go. But again, I can't see anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tackle both of these areas. So one up here, this one looks pretty open, so I'm going to definitely do that. And then the other one being here, which doesn't seem as obvious, but there is a little gap, so presumably it's coming through here, and we're going to see how it goes. So what I'm actually going to start off by doing is giving these areas a clean, see if we can get anything out of these. Let me just put a light back on, been a while to turn it off. So the way to remove this, ignore that for now. So the way to remove this is actually just getting your fingers in here, pull it up. There you go, it just came off. Just go down all the way, you don't have to, but judging by the dirt of this, I'm going to. So let's take this out. Just put it up there. Then we'll see where we go from there. Clean with some isopropanol. So next up, what we're going to do is actually seal it with a bit of this. So this is called multi-stick. It's excellent bond strength, as it puts it. It can bond into metal as well. You can use Tiger Seal, you can use epoxy stuff, but these things work really well. I just didn't want to buy Tiger Seal because this was $3.99, Tiger Seal was £10, and there's not much difference, I hope. So yeah, we're going to be using this. Also, we're going to be using this to put together our piece that we accidentally broke off on the side as well, so we're going to use this for that and see how it goes. I was planning to put some of this seal over here, but honestly I can't see a single gap in there, and before I start messing with things, you know, I want to be able to use it properly. I've given this a proper clean. I'm just going to use some alcohol as well, but you might see that in a moment, to clean this, and then we're going to squeeze some of this on and let it dry in the meantime, and hopefully we can get back to it for here to shoot. It might be tomorrow. It might be tomorrow, but let's have a quick go at this and see how it goes. Let's get started. Let's do that, shall we? Now it's not applied very nicely, but that's why my finger comes in. And hopefully apply it smoothly. Now let's tackle the other side. Now that's done, I've made it look as neat as possible. Cleaned it all up. We're going to leave it, I think the instructions say about 24 hours. So we're going to leave it till tomorrow. Then we're going to come back and see if there is going to be any more leaks. We're just going to leave it open. We're going to put the lights back on so obviously we can simulate some rain and see how it goes from there.
One day later.
So guys, that seems to have done the trick. Just had another look. So obviously, you know, it doesn't look pretty. I'm going to see if I can make it look a little bit more pretty. It can be painted over, but as you can see, absolutely spotless, not a single bit of water. Last time we found some water in there, and then we also, let me just turn this around, found some water up here, and then some water up here, but there is absolutely nothing this time. And then I couldn't find any water in here last time, but it's bone dry, so that's really good. So yeah, it looks like mission accomplished. Boot work is done. So now that the boot's done, we can put everything back together. But before I do that, I'm going to give this a clean, and I'm actually not going to put everything back together just yet. As you guys know, this is the project car that we're using, so I'm going to be taking all the Type R bits that I have up front into here. So there's no point putting it all together because I'm going to need to get back to the seats, change the seats out, change the carpets out, everything's going to be redone. So the next video you'll probably see is going to be about just taking the front end out. You know, I wanted to delay it a little bit just so I get more room, but I'm just going to make do with what I have. So thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed it, and if this has helped you figure out, you know, where your leaks are coming from, that'd be much, you know, let me know. It's really good to know whether I've been able to help anyone. But yeah, if you like the video, you know, feel free to put a like down, you know, subscribe if you're new, if you'd like to view more as well. And thank you guys, and until the next time.